Well, new at 11, styrofoam banned in Albany County. The food and drink container is increasingly under fire nationwide. And now Albany County lawmakers are pulling the trigger, banning styrofoam in many restaurants and chains. Our Brandon Lewis was at tonight's meeting in the county. He joins us now live in Albany. Brandon, just how quickly now do these restaurants have to make the change?
Well, Dory, they'll have 6 months after it's filed to start finding those alternatives. The target here are those styrofoam coffee cups and takeout food containers. Tonight, many residents came here in support of this ban, while business leaders, especially those that are involved in the production of the styrofoam containers, were against the ban.
These two containers are both polystyrene. This one has been foamed, this one has not.
Business leaders trying to convince legislators styrofoam products are actually less harmful to the environment than alternatives.
This is the amount of plastic that's in this container. These are both 9.3 grams.
While residents pointed to government agencies that call the product a known carcinogen as a reason for its ban, along with its prevalence in landfills.
In 2006 alone, Americans disposed of 870,000 tons of styrofoam, including 25 billion styrofoam cups. These went into our streets, our parks, our waterways, clogged up our landfills, where it takes hundreds of years to decompose.
Legislators themselves debated the merits of the arguments, while also who it impacts. As written, it only goes after chains with more than 15 locations.
And I really wanted to support it. And I came here thinking that I was going to support this tonight. But it isn't fair.
When we pass laws in this chamber, it should affect everybody if we're going to pass them one way or the other. We shouldn't pick on one and not the other.
We're asking for voluntary compliance for everybody else that we didn't cover. But it is fair in terms of who makes the money here. Chain food restaurants make millions and millions of dollars in profits. They can afford the transition.
And despite some requests to return the bill to committee for further discussion on recycling or broadening it, the legislature ultimately passed it. Now, in about 6 months, the health department will start enforcing it. Businesses that don't comply are subject to a fine of $250, and it goes up from there. Tonight, we did reach out to some of the businesses that would be impacted by this ban, but we didn't get a response after hours. Reporting live in Albany, Brandon Lewis, CBS 6 News.
Thanks, Brandon. And more than 100 municipalities all across the country have already banned styrofoam. Pittsfield, Massachusetts, by the way, also considering outlawing the material. The International Agency for Research on Cancer calls styrofoam a potential health risk. It lists it as a possible carcinogen.